Nelli, welcome to Trade Finance Talks TV.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Deepesh. It's very nice being here and being your guest here and to speak with you.
Absolutely, and welcome to ITFA. Here we are in Porto. So quick introduction, who are you, where are you from, and what do you do?
Yes, I'm Head of International Relations Division at Converse Bank Armenia, responsible for trade finance and correspondent banking and the overall international relationships of the bank. I have a very good experience for about 12 or 13 years, so started as an intern from the very low levels, so know all the operational and managerial problems in the sphere, so can see the overall view of the trade finance cycle.
Great, and what trade finance activities does Converse Bank support, and how does this benefit MSMEs, particularly in emerging markets?
Yeah, thank you. Converse Bank is very active actually in trade finance and one of the most active banks in Armenia. We offer our clients full spectrum of trade finance instruments and can easily facilitate and structure their trade transactions. And it is worth mentioning that we have been recognized as the best trade finance provider by Global Finance magazine for 3 years in a row, and also awarded by the EBRD and Commerce Bank for our activity in the sphere of trade finance.
So why are emerging markets always the ones that suffer more during economic crises, and how do major trade players respond?
Yeah, well, actually, in my opinion, this is because of the lack of proper knowledge and the too fast growing that leads to the slightest triggers to frighten the investors, even the local ones, not only the foreign ones. So they are afraid of further investing in the economy. And here comes the importance of the role of IFIs, who act as umbrellas and provide coverage and guarantees.
Yeah.
So facilitating further flow of the businesses in these markets.
Yeah, absolutely. And can you give us a bit of an overview of the Armenian trade finance market, and has this changed in recent years given the current geopolitics?
Yeah, well, actually, I think we can definitely state that Armenia's trade finance is becoming more and more developed because of the efforts that the banks take up to raise the awareness of businesses about the advantages of trade finance. We see more and more businesses to start getting interested in trade finance products, which helps them to further flexibly arrange their export-import activities and also to control their risks and company liquidity.
Yeah, and geographical question, how do you think we can specifically assist landlocked countries which depend on overland routes to access seaports for international trade?
I think here the most important thing is to somehow facilitate and better manage this border and customs related issues, to better develop logistics, to simplify all the documentation that we see at the ports and borders so that the investors are more attracted, and even somehow give them some advantages for investment in these spheres so that they could reduce some of the costs and become even more interested to invest in landlocked countries.
Thank you. And I guess final question, what can the evolution of trade finance as an asset class do to stimulate trade and investment in the CEE region?
To stimulate the evolution of trade finance, I think first of all will bring the competition, new competitions. That is, the technology, logistics, and the involved industries will start to compete in a higher pitches, so they will start to improve their services provided, and actually I think that it is the demand that brings to growth. And here it will also improve the digital transformation of some of the services and some of the instruments, so it will make even development of these countries even easier.
Yeah. Nelli, such a pleasure to have you on Trade Finance Talks TV. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting once again. Thank you very much for letting us to voice out our thoughts